Hello and welcome back to the attic. This is about the 10th time in the past couple of weeks that I've tried making this video, so I'm really hoping it goes well this time. In the amount of space that it's taken me to actually get a video out, there's been an endless amount of updates. So today is going to be a very busy video. My last video was about the bowling alley. I've had some more updates to that, but I won't be making a video on that yet because there's a lot more important things, as you could probably see just by looking at it. So I'm gonna get straight into the Lego City, then we'll have a look at the things around the Lego City like this. I think the best idea would be to start over on this left hand side. I've got this table up. There's some storage. I don't think that's been shown yet. I've got some Lego storage going on just because I've been getting so many picker bricks. There's a lot of storage going on for random bits and bobs that I've got. So we've got some storage there just to sort my smaller picker brick pieces out. There's a little display down here for Lego sets, just ones that I can't really, well, I can have in the city that I prefer not to because I'm trying to keep a relatively realistic feel, and I feel like, although I've got the Daily Bugle Muppets are a bit far-fetched, but I might eventually get some of them in. There's this raised area that I've put my road plates on. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the mills for this. I think this is maybe the best way, and then the tiles will still be up another. I've kind of just built it different to how a usual mills system would be built. There's a wall here over to the left of the Daily Bugle that I'm working on. This is kind of the generic Lego City train wall that everyone builds, but I like it that much that I thought I'd build it. There's a small skate park going on. There's this billboard which is honestly awesome. It was from eBay. One more brick. I'll link the website down below. It was £13, which honestly is really good. You've got there's a lot of ones you can change out. Came with the little instructions. I don't know where I've put the other ones. Oh, they'll be in here, I think. Yeah, here you go. You get loads of different options. I'll link that below because it's honestly really cool. I bought about 10 of these little skate park poly bags, and I've just built a kind of small skate park. I still need to tile off around it, but that's looking pretty cool. I didn't want anything too big there, and I feel like a skate park is perfect size because it will blend in with the floor as well. There's been a lot of change to minifigures around the Daily Bugle. There's a lot more life. I've moved this guy back to make room for the taxi and the billboard and the walls and stuff. Moving further along, we have this area that's full of grass and trees and stuff. I can't remember if the Hogwarts Express was there last time or if it was the passenger train, this one, but the Hogwarts Express is there, and there's some maintenance work going on for the Hogwarts Express just because it's not motorized, and if it was, it wouldn't have anywhere to go, so I thought I'd set up a little story going on with that. But there's loads of plants and stuff, some trees. I'll get to the trees soon because they're a pretty major thing. I suppose another big thing is back here. I've made room at the back for another of the houses that come with the bookshop. I'll explain that soon, but the houses have been moved back there. I'm just kind of going to have a row of the townhouses, which means the Parisian restaurant has moved over next to the corner garage now. The boutique hotel, I can't remember if that was in the last video. I'm not entirely sure, but that's there. I think it was. The bookshop, I bought another bookshop. I've still got the spare bits in there to make the blue townhouse. I need to order the spare parts, but I did the birch bar alternative build. I will also link that down below, but I changed the top a bit because I kind of wanted to save the white pieces for when I build the house, so I would have to order less. And so I've just got a small little railing thing going on there, and I think it fits really well. The record store has almost been completed. The arcade is done apart from the top floor apartments. Because the things there had been moved over and the bookshop had been rearranged, I've moved my pizza restaurant and motorbike garage to this corner. I finished off the back wall and stuff and the roof of that restaurant. I think it's looking quite cool. So there's been a lot of changes to buildings. I will most likely make a video on that bookshop and stuff, but first I'm going to make a separate video on the trees in my city. So I think I'll just do a quick overview of them now and say, oh look, these are the trees, and then I'm going to make a separate video on how I made a lot of them. So there's a tree here, a little round one, and it's got a curvy trunk and it's attached to a little Technic pin thing. There's obviously the one from the bookstore. There's a second one from the other bookstore back there. I don't want to have that out the front because I've already got one there, and I thought it was a bit too much. So that's at the back, and it kind of adds a bit of depth, which is good. There's the one from the boutique hotel, and then because I didn't really like that, I added a lot of the a lot more leaf pieces on it to give it more, so it looked like there's more to it. I got a lot of them from the pick a brick, so that's there. And then I built my own back there because it kind of has it both sides and it matches up well. Also, I apologise, a lot of the lights fell down when I was sorting this out, which I'll talk about soon, but a lot of the lights fell down, so we've only got one at the moment, and also the ones in the display, so I'm gonna have to sort that out soon. There's a small yellow tree out front, which is quite nice. They all rotate and stuff, but there's a small spider on that one. There's some trees outside of the corner garage, just in this patch of flowers on the corner. There's my blossom tree that I built using the bonsai tree spare pieces, because there was a lot of you can swap it in between the green or the blossoms, and so I used the blossom ones to build a tree. There's some trees lining the road here, also some trees on this railway, and a yellow one there that has a branch that stretches out, which is quite cool because it kind of looks like it's longer, which works quite well on that corner. There's a red tree in place of this one that used to be here. This one's got some funny shapes to it as well. There's some more of these smaller trees. There's another red tree back here, which is quite cool. I think that works quite well in that little corner because it kind of makes it feel less empty there. I added some white flowers to the Parisian restaurant to kind of have a bit more colour back there. The camera keeps going out of focus. There's this the tree here is quite difficult to attach. I've attached it to the porta potty using some extreme Lego maths, because otherwise it toppled over because it's such a funny shape. So that's attached to the porta potty to keep it up, and it looks quite good. There's some billboards. I don't know if that's new. I think that's new. There's obviously this one that was always there, and the fat lady from Harry Potter. But I think that's about it for the city. There's obviously a lot of new minifigures as well, but they're kind of, I won't be showing you around them because there's so many. You kind of just spot them as it goes. But that's about it. I'm going to talk about this now and explain what this is. I think I had my hand over the microphone all throughout that small video, so there'll be a lot of random clicks, so I apologise that, but I'll try and cut out most of them while I'm editing. There's some stuff around the city that I'm going to talk about now that aren't necessarily related to Lego, and stuff like the trees I'll do in a separate video to kind of spread it out so this isn't one big huge thing. But I got some weird vine things on reduced to Tesco, and I thought they'd look quite cool, so they're just dusted around. I've got my road sign up on the wall with some zip ties, just because I did have it in my bedroom before, but I feel like it fits in with the whole city thing. I feel like it works quite well, and it makes it quite nice up here. It feels like a little den. There's this table here. I've got my yellow rack of bits and bobs there with some just minifigures and stuff in poly bags, and then obviously that display that I talked about earlier. There's all this storage still going on down here, some sealed sets that I've got to build still, and obviously my storage over there. This empty table is going to be used for some modulars later on that will go along here, and I think I'll either have strips of the road, like, so not going this way, they'll be going that way, and they kind of won't link up maybe, or I have it like that and then have a straight road along. I'm not sure. I've got to measure it all up. I've got a lot of plates and stuff, but the wall I need to carry on along here and have I think I'm going to have the Sanctum Sanctorum here on this corner, because then the alleyway will lead up quite nicely and it'll all work quite well. I've got it all planned out. Money is just the biggest problem, as it always is for everyone with Lego. This thing, I suppose, is a very big thing. I was going to talk about that. I still need to get the Lego sign up on the wall over there, but other than that, the kind of surrounding area of the city is pretty much done. This is a new thing that I bought a duvet online and cut it into the 2 separate sheets, and my nan sewed up the edges so it's not all like messy and stuff, and it's pulled very tight across here, tacked with drawing pins, and it gives a lot more headroom than the dust sheet did, and obviously it's there to collect all the dust that falls from here. It would be quite nice to have a big open ceiling, but then the city would be covered in roof juice, so that wouldn't be good. And it does add a nice kind of, if you're down here and you're looking up, it you know, it creates like a sky backdrop. I need to make a backdrop for that wall as well, using a similar pattern. There's also this one over this part of the city to prevent dust from getting on here, because that was actually a bigger problem than the main city was. There was more dust on this wall dropping here than there was on this, so it looks quite nice. Even though it's functional, it does add to it and makes it feel more of a, I don't know, more of a thing, rather than just having a plain clear dust sheet. They blew around in the wind a lot as well. That was the problem, but that looks really nice. My favorite thing, I think, is just like going down into the city, and when you crouch down, because of this amazing rug, you can crouch down and kind of get like shots inside of the city, like you're small. It looks a lot better from down here. I wish I could just record whole videos from this level, but I can't, because they wouldn't be very in depth. I might eventually make a video like, oh, this is the city from minifigure view, but for now I'll just have to stick to that for my thumbnails and stuff. But there's the city. I'll hopefully get a video out soon about the trees. I'm glad I've managed to make this one, and it's kind of motivated me to make some more, so I'll get the trees out soon. I'll start doing some more regular updates. There was just a big problem with camera storage and working out how to use cameras, and I've been very busy with college and bits like that. I've got films to be making and graphics work to be doing, but I've got enough time now to be making some videos, so I'll get back into it. I'll make a video on trees soon. And that was the sound of my storage running out. I'm glad I managed to get the video done before it did, even though I didn't manage to do an outro. I apologize about the small little camera clicks during the video. I will remember to hold my phone properly next time. so there's no clicky bits in the audio. I did do that on a bowling alley, and I thought I gotta remember to not do that next time, but it had been so long that I forgot again, so I'll sort that out for next video.